Hello folks, this is Audiotron 1003 and it's been a while since I've made any kind of Lego video, so I thought I would make this one. I featured these three sets in a previous video some time ago. This is the Lego Creator Expert modular series, the Detective's Office, the Assembly Square and the Parisian Restaurant. But the reason why I'm featuring it again on my video is because I did some changes I'd like to share with the Lego fans out there. I wanted to, well, basically I was inspired by a city in Britain called Bristol, which has multicoloured buildings. So I wanted to reflect that in my small high street. So I colour changed this building here into basically lilac and I suppose light purple, but to me it looks more like pink. So I swapped out all of the tiles and slopes and things, and I made the windowsills white because I thought there was too much grey in this. So that's what I've done there. I've bought a few extra parrots to sit on the roof. Another thing was I wanted my own sort of water feature come sculpture because I didn't like the actual fountain that they provided, so I made my own using some spare parts from a different lot of bricks and pieces. Another thing I did was I changed out the well, it was basically a greyish blue, and I decided I wanted my own architectural features, so I bought some Technic 2x1 bricks, some pins to put in the holes, and then these yellow studs to sort of match it up with the canopies and the white tile work and brickwork of the rest of the building, just to give it a little more colour. So that's what that is. I've bought extra minifigures for the restaurant. For example, there's another waiter in there, so there's two of them. And like in the previous video, it's lunchtime at the Parisian restaurant and they're promoting Chicken Day, which is why the chicken guy is out there talking to a potential customer. You have another waiter upstairs serving the guests over there. Excuse me, my voice is going. And another waiter that's supposed to be serving the couple behind them, but has been distracted by the dog who can smell food. You've got a chef there. I know he looks like he's about to fall over, but that's just the way he's ended up. And basically he's offering free samples of cakes to members of the public. We have a lady from the flower shop who's about to deliver a small bunch of flowers to the lady who's running the coffee shop. Hence the reason why she's putting her hand out and saying hi. This guy, he's just standing outside Al's Barbers for some reason with a pair of scissors. It's an offensive weapon to have a bladed article out in public in Britain, but there you go. And then we've got a couple of guys who potentially look like they're about to have a fight with a baseball bat, but it's actually a snooker cue, and the other guy's holding darts. They're basically just chilling out in the sunshine while the detective's secretary is looking for the detective, and he's upstairs having a break. I've decided that it's not prohibition, it's just a normal day, and they're just having a break and they're discussing some kind of case on the roof. Meanwhile, this guy who looks like James Belushi, he's basically practicing his saxophone as opposed to fiddle on the roof. And I decided, just like in the previous video, to move the water tower simply because all of the plumbing is over here. And just for a bit of fun, I built a couple of these brick built logos, and I've just stuck them on there just for a little bit of decorative fun. The logos themselves are basically those. So I built 2 or 3 of these in different colours. That's the others, and I just wanted to basically put a couple on the roof as a kind of advertising. We've got a cat on the roof who's spotted the dog. The dog, being obedient, isn't bothering with the cat, and because of water dripping from the tower, we have some plants growing on the roof. That's what that is. I've decided to make this tree colourful with flowers, so I've added more flowers in different colours. Over here, this thing, it's summer, so this thing's in full bloom, hence the reason why there's more flowers than there should be. So generally speaking, it's pretty much as it should be, but I've added subtle changes since the last time I featured this on my video. And the only other thing is I've taken one of the street lights away and distance them more, and what I've done with the spare is I've put it on the roof for some lighting for this rooftop sort of dining area. There's no point in me turning it round because there's nothing much to see, nothing much to see, so I've just left everything as is, and pretty much this is it. I've decided, so that I can personally see the pool sign, because it sits on the floor normally, I've decided to move it to the end, as if I'm creating some kind of alley scene back here. So if you imagine this being an alley, and it would stretch off further. So I've moved the sign to the side so I can see more of the architecture at the front. So pretty much that's it. So for the purists out there who would prefer to see the original built as the original, I've kept all the original elements and bagged them and put them in the box. So if I want to recreate it as it should be, I can. But because I wanted to do something a little bit different, I've changed a few things around, mainly by the colour scheme, just to add a bit more colour to this scene. So if I pull back, there you go. So this is my Lego Creator Creator Street, and this is it. So it's about ready for me to take down, so I thought I'd make the video before I do that, because I'm feeling it's time that I built something else. So thank you for watching. Bye.